loga, facing over. You a queen when I less than I'm a gozy. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Owamie, Owamie. Girl, you're such a powerful woman.
Hi ninjas, how are you doing? It's your girl Owamie, aka Miss Pia for reporting back for our entertainment. If it's the first time joining me, I was definitely welcome. Please do make sure that you subscribe and obviously hit the bell. And of course, do not forget to follow me on all my other social media platforms. They will all be linked in the description box down below. Now my ninjas, I know y'all have been waiting, child. Okay, do you see all the tapas that I took? I literally drove to Sekunda, guys. They said Sekunda Wamanj for you guys. So if you do not like this video, and guys, I do not know, because I jumped hellfire and trucks on the road.
And potholes.
And potholes to come to Sekunda. My car suffered. So you better like, guys. You better like. But anyway, we are back and welcome back, Gogo Manzini.
Hi. Thank you so much for having me again. Thank you so much for coming to my house.
So beautiful, guys. It's so beautiful. It's such a beautiful house.
Thank you so much.
So beautiful. You should see the outside even as well. Like, wow. Your house is beautiful, Gogo.
Thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah.
So anyway, guys, we would like to start by apologizing that there was no episode last week. I am the reason why there was no episode. Unfortunately, guys, we did record the video of fake pastors, but guys, of all my memory cards, that one is the only one that got lost. I've never lost a memory card.
And I saw someone saying the fake pastors are lawyering you.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's the fake pastors that like they send
they
the
will never, not in my presence.
So
not
of course, you know, I also want to address to say that I've seen that there are some of you guys that are coming to my DMs and you're actually saying, Gogo, I need help. Guys, I'm not Gogo. She's Gogo, okay? And so if you want to contact her directly, please just, you know, say your details.
Okay, if you want to contact me directly, you can send me a WhatsApp on 072 448 1474. That is 072 448 1474. And you can follow me on my YouTube channel. I also have a YouTube channel also. It's Dr. Gogo Manzini TV. That is Dr. Gogo Manzini TV. I'm going to repeat it again. And then on Instagram, it's at I am Gogo Manzini. At I am Gogo Manzini. Yeah. So
yeah, because I know that you usually say this at the end, and I think that maybe some people just don't watch.
Yeah, we should just say it from this.
Because I'm tired of having to be like, no, I'm not the one. She's the one. So here are the details, guys. If you want to contact her, you can go ahead and do that. But anyway, today we're actually going to be talking about a very interesting topic, and obviously, guys, I know you lot have been waiting for it. I wish you would have gotten to see the first one, but we will do the best to make sure that obviously the second one as well, it is fire, because that was actually fire. Yeah. I don't even want to lie. But anyway, guys, today we're going to be talking about fake pastors, okay? Pastors that actually use Muthi.
Yes.
For powers.
Yes.
And for money and for people.
Yes. To me, again, I'm going to say it, my friend. I don't know if they are fake pastors. But there are pastors that wants people to come into their churches, but there are pastors that wants people to have powers. I call them pastors. Yeah, I call them pastors. But you cannot
be a pastor, because if you are a pastor, the powers you're supposed to go and get them from the heavens. So why are you going to Sangoma to get the powers? It means you are fake. You're a fake pastor. Like that. Those ones, they should also just be called mini Sangomas. They should be like. Should be Sangoma's light. They should open a shrine.
But I also think that, remember, in my belief or the way I see things, being a pastor, I think it's something that anyone can do. It's totally different from being a traditional healer, because now, I call Muthi, traditional healers are called by their ancestors that they know. I know who called me. I've seen some of them before, because now ancestors are people people that have passed away. So they called me and I know them. So who calls pastors is God.
Yes.
And I don't know God. And they don't know God. I don't think they know. It has to be a matter of someone that is You've seen them or you've spoken to them. Then you know he's there. God is there.
But
they say.
your ancestors that called you also don't know them.
I know them.
No, you see them in the spiritual realm.
I see them as,
right?
yes.
The same way that Christians and pastors, real pastors that don't go to Sangomas, they see God in the spiritual realm.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
Yes.
They see, I don't.
Yes.
I get when they see God. I do not
Yes.
see God.
Like,
So-
okay, now, because obviously no one can see God's face, but the presence is felt. Like,
Okay.
they know who called them as
Exactly.
well. Yes. But
Yes.
not the ones that come to the Sangomas.
Okay. But the ones that come to the Sangomas are also pastors.
The fake pastors, yes.
Okay. Let's put it like that.
Yeah.
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 Fake pastors. Let's
Fake
put it like
pastors.
that.
Yeah. So okay, well, I'm really honestly interested in this because if you're someone that knows me, you know that I've experienced church hurt. You know, I've not been to church now in 5 years. I'm in a process of looking for a church, but I did see one in my dreams. So I think, you know, I'm gonna just wait a little bit to see if I can get that particular one. If not, then, you know, I'll just have to see, like, you know. But I still believe in God. I am a Christian full through and through,
Yeah.
right? However, I have lost belief in the whole church setup because we have so many pastors now that actually go to Sangomas. Some will even travel out of the country to go to Sangomas to get powers, to get us and everything. So now I just want you to go ahead and start off to say, okay, this is the process. What is the process that happens when a person wants to be a fake pastor that is going to now get people to their church and obviously get money?
Okay, what we do is people have churches. So when people have churches, they rely, most of them, I get it, they're not working, they're not doing anything, so they rely on the church for them to live. That's the first. We cannot run away from that. So this church is their source of income. So they need to get paid for their time that they spend in the pulpit. I'm going to say it again. They need to get paid for the time that they spend standing in the pulpit because they spend their time there preaching and preaching and preaching and preaching. Right. So, coming back to this. So the church is not growing.
Okay.
There's a very small number of people at church and the money they're donating, it does not even buy bread. So, then the fake pastor or the pastor now decides that I need to grow the church.
Wait, I just want to ask, I'm so sorry to interrupt you, I hate this. Maybe not to, I know it's fake pastor, but maybe let's say pastors in Muthi.
Pastors who uses Muthi.
Or pastor in Muthi, like obviously the
Okay,
Muthi
yes.
Okay, maybe
the pastors in Muthi. Yeah, let's use that word.
Okay.
So, it's the pastors
Muthi
in
pastor,
yes.
Muthi pastor. Yeah, because anyway, it's pastor
no,
comes
it's
from the Muthi.
Pastor in Muthi.
Okay, pastor in Muthi.
Yes, that's the word we're inventing.
Yeah, we're inventing.
Yes,
that.
and it's got a trend, I know.
It is. The pastor in Muthi.
Yes.
Okay, yes.
So the pastor in Muthi comes to Gogo Manzini. Gogo Manzini, the church is not growing. I've got only a few people. Then Gogo Manzini conducts a consultation with the pastor. And then we check as to why are people not coming to church? What is happening? Maybe there's something wrong with the pastor spiritually that needs to be cleansed or fixed. Asakhulumi ngeBhayibheli manje. We're not talking about God now.
Yeah.
Now we're talking in mind, Umba. So we're consulting the pastor, we find what's wrong with the pastor, and then we fix what is wrong with the pastor.
For example, what would you say maybe has been one
Maybe,
reason? that
yes,
you would
maybe
say?
kuna dark omens, dark spirits, bad aura, vibration is low and things like that. So then after the consultation, then we start with the cleansing. That is what we do to everyone actually that comes for the ritual. Step one is consulting, then we cleanse. And then there's a lot of cleansings, there's a lot of incisions, cutting in. Then now we are putting in the powers in you. And then now we are putting all the things that you want in you. We're putting protection in you. Because now the reason we put protection in you is because we know that when you start having money, you will always have enemies or you will always have people that want to attack you. That happens even when you're not a pastor. Then we give you something that we call the crowd puller. So the crowd puller now is the one that you are going to use in the church that is going to draw the people. For an example, we bury a pig in the church.
Is it alive?
It's alive. We buy it alive. The pastor buys it.
Okay.
And then there is herbs that we do, and then they come in a ball form, and then it's a necklace, and then we hang it on the pig right here. it's alive. And then on the right here, on the right ear of the pig, now the pastor is going to talk. Remember, the ritual of incision has already been done. So you have the power of doing as I say. Then once that is done, there's herbs that we give you in a mojo bag form. Then there's a needle, and then there's herbs there. So you take the herb, the needle, you pinch your tongue, and then you take one ball on those herbs. It's small balls, and then you take one and then you eat it. Then you eat it. Remember, you first pinched, and then you eat it. It goes in your tongue. Now the do as I say power gets activated. Then on the right ear of the pig, you're going to talk good to the pig. Uguti, why are we burying you here? We're burying you here because we want you to give us people in numbers. We're burying you here because you want you to do this and this. Everything beautiful. That's on the right eye. So remember, the first mojo bag comes in red, in white. That's for the beauty of everything. So the pig, then now before it dies, it needs to know what is it supposed to do. And then we go on the left ear now. You in the very same left ear, in the on the left ear, that mojo bag is red. It's got a needle and it's got other muthi as well.
Why
for the
is it
bed, red is danger.
Oh.
Yes, red is danger.
Okay.
White is clear.
Okay.
And then you take the needle again. Again, you've spoken on the right eye for the good.
The right ear.
On the right ear, I'm sorry, for
Yes.
Owamie to come to the church.
On the talking to the pig.
Yes.
Yes.
Now, Akiri, we've done the necklace. I just want people to understand.
Okay.
When we've done the necklace, we take the ear now, the right one. You speak the good from the white mojo bag that we are going to give you. You're going to have it.
Okay.
And then the red one is for the bad. Now, when you take the needle again, you pinch and then you eat that. And then you talk on the red, or on the ear now, the left one.
Ear.
Uguti, everyone that has done anything bad to me, or everyone that wants to do something bad in this church, angangeni.
Okay.
So that the pig has got the power and the ability to draw people and to protect the church. Right.
Okay.
Then it's 2.
Okay.
And then we bury, we do it, we dig a hole, like a grave, and then we put the pig alive. When we put the pig alive, the face of the pig is facing the door entry.
So wait, it's facing the door and not the gate.
No, we're doing it inside a yard, right?
Yes.
In the yard. Yeah. So the door of the church, the main entrance, not at the gate.
So the
in my
pig
way,
faces the
door
entry.
where people will you will actually pass the door. Yes.
So it's facing that direction where you guys are going.
Yes.
Okay.
So when you come in, the spirit now it gets in you. Uguti, when you go to the church inside there, you are going to pay. And you sure the pastor is spoken on the ear.
On the ear, he said you're gonna give money.
Exactly.
You're gonna give money senselessly.
Good.
No matter what happens, even if you don't have a rent, your last money will come to
you
this
will
church.
donate. And now this thing, it has the power of attracting people, but you are there not really for the word of God, but you've been attracted by the spirits of the pig. And remember, the herbs that we put here, those are also spirits from all over the walks of life that now gives the pig the ability or the power to draw abantu bezenkonzweni, and then the church becomes big, and then the pastor is obviously spoken that he wants the beamers outside, he wants all those things outside. Rich people must come donate this and this and this and that, and then that we do. Secondly, now we're talking about the powers.
But before we get to the powers, what I want to find out is that, can I take a chicken and go use the chicken there? Why?
No, not on
the. Always just be a pig.
It's a pig. That ritual is also a pig. I'm gonna come again to the chicken one. There's also a chicken one. Thanks for asking that.
Oh, okay.
Yes. So this one is particularly the biggest crowd puller that a church or a school or a hospital can have. So you have those, and then they come. So, okay, before we come to the powers, the chicken. There's a chicken ritual also that we do. You buy a chicken and then you bring it. And then when you bring the chicken, we slaughter it. When we slaughter the chicken, we cook it.
Okay.
So before we cook it, it eats corn, umphila.
But Gogo, this thing I've seen in a Nigerian movie, guys, wherein like they throw down corn and then they're like eat, and whatever amount of corn the chicken eats is the number of years that you're gonna live. Is that how it works?
I work with the Nigerian style. Remember, I go to Nigeria every year, so I've got a home in Nigeria for where I get my herbs. I travel for herbs. I travel for these things. I travel for teachings to learn. So you're speaking good sense. We only do that in Nigeria, but we bring it to South Africa. I'm a South African.
Okay.
Yes, God brought me in South Africa to go to Nigeria to bring these things.
To bring chicken.
Yeah, so the corns, there's Muthi in the corns as well.
Okay.
So there's a ritual that gets performed in the corns. Wow.
Okay.
Now we throw them down.
And the chicken eats.
You give the chicken certain time.
So the chicken, who comes with the chicken?
With the owner, the person, the pastor.
So can it be any chicken or should it be the traditional chicken?
No, it's a traditional chicken, umlekwa.
Yeah.
The ones from home,
like hardboard.
Yes, not the ones that you buy.
Okay.
And then it must be red in color.
Should it be fully red or it should have parts of red?
Yeah, it should be red, but there's part of black most there and there.
Okay.
Yes, but then it must be red. And then if you are a woman, you do a cock, which should be a man one.
Yeah.
And then if you're a woman, you do a hen.
Oh, if you're a man, you do.
Yes,
a
it's
hen.
vice versa.
Okay, so it be vice versa. Okay.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then now we take the it's a 5 minutes ritual. Right, so we take the corns as many as possible, but we count them with you. It's okay. Look, Owamie, there's 100, and then we throw them down. So in the cycle of 5 minutes, that is what you are going to pick. Then that means uzopila, or you are going to leave the number of years that
the chicken ate.
The number of corns that the chicken picks up there. Those are the number of years that you are going to live.
So what happens if the moment you put the chicken down, it eats once and it goes sits down?
And then we're done. And then you're done. Because that needs to be cooked. And remember, in most cases, they will not tell you.
But then, can you be able, like, let's say you, as a Sangoma, like, you see that the chicken only ate one. Are you going to continue the ritual with this chicken? Or you can actually say, no, let's stop the chicken. Or rather, if the ritual is started, it must be finished.
Yeah, I really don't know on that case because now, Mina personally, I don't perform that one.
Okay.
Yes, Mina personally, I don't perform that one of chickens.
Okay.
I think it's too risky. Abantu bazophila kancane. Mina, I'm all about people living good life. I'm all about people extending. But those things are happening there. I know they do. And some pastors, they go for them. Because those chickens, they eat. They can't eat one. They can say maybe 20. They can take maybe 10, then you've got 10 years to live, no. And I do not want to know that someone is going to die because of me. Yeah. So, Mina, emphatically, I'm going to speak about the chicken one, the pig one.
Okay,
yes.
Okay, because you don't do the chicken one.
Exactly.
Okay.
And then, when we have buried that, now we are going to give you powers.
Okay.
To heal. Powers to speak power. Powers to make things happen as you say at the time that you have performed the ritual. Remember, when you go to church on a Saturday night, there's a ritual as a pastor that you're going to be performing. And then number 2, there's things that you are going to do before you get to church.
Like what?
Rituals that you need to perform so that when you get to church, kunamandla, there's power. When you get in, people feel the presence of God.
The presence of Muthi.
The presence of God according to people.
According to okay. Like
yes, this is a marketing strategy.
Of course.
Exactly. So when you go inside the church, now they feel this. Wow. So when they feel the presence, now they don't know what is going on. They think Pastor Manzini is powerful. When she got in, I felt it.
Yeah.
Now, the person that felt that is going to go to the township boss and say to everybody,
There's power in that
yo, when I go there, angeke. You must go, mamkhulu. And then you find everyone in that family attends that church. One person started. It's because of the power that they felt. So the do as I say is when we want you to do it now, and then you say fire or fall, and then you see people falling in church. There's actually nothing happening. There's actually nothing coming out of those people. There's actually nothing. It's just magic, I can say. Them falling, feeling therapeutic. Wake up and feel better. Right? That's power. Now, the healing power now, you also do a certain ritual. Ukuti, you are able to heal. Now you are a Sangoma hidden in a pastor's body. Now, because Mina, I give you all those things for you to perform in church. I give you all those oils. You hear Mosbati, Pastor Smangmang is selling oils and the oils are good. The oils are from a Sangoma. The oils are from me. I gave you the oils because Nyawazo Muthi. I know how to do oils. I can do oils of all kinds. Oils are done with herbs, and then you put oil, base oil, and then you sift, you drain, and then the oil, then all the herbs must sewa lagule oil, and then you give it to Pastor Smangmang. So they will order in 100 liters because the church is going to buy that oil. Even if you can say it's 5,000 rand, you will buy it.
Because there's also that one of do as
I say. Exactly. So people will go to church to buy rather than listening to the word of the Lord. So that is what the ritual was done for. It was structured like that. And then it's cool, and then
it's big.
It's big.
But then now what I want to find out is then, why specifically a pig? Why not a cow?
A pig has got a lot of attraction powers. If you go on Google and you find a pig has a lot of attracting powers. Pig is medicine on its own. That is why you would find in some other churches they would say don't eat a pig. Because they know that these things that they call you with to the church is the pig.
So us that eat pigs, are we safe?
Why wouldn't you eat a pig? Why would someone say people must not eat a pig? Because a pig is demonic. Which pig was demonic? That pig that they were talking about in the Bible. I don't read the Bible, but I heard that they say there was a pig that was in trouble. So that pig died a long time ago. So why would you not want to eat a Russian? Russian is so nice, but who? Yo. Why? Who wouldn't want to eat breakfast with bacon? Because my pastor said, and they eat. They eat them.
Ciao. So obviously I think that there's also a disclaimer that we're gonna say is that remember everything that Gogo Manzini is saying only applies to pastors in Muthi. If you're
not every pastor,
Muthi,
yeah.
Obviously you do your things your own way. Here today, the topic is simply solely focused on pastors who use Muthi.
And I'm very grateful that you just mentioned that. I don't want, there's pastors like Papa on social media. Those pastors that wants to be on social media, they would go around saying Gogo Manzini said, Gogo Manzini said, Gogo Manzini said, and they would think, Mina, I will have time to now go back and do a video and say, hey Pastor Mang, don't do that to me. Mina, I will lawyer you. So that's why we made it clear, Uguti, it's not for every pastor. So if I didn't mention your name here and you know that you're not doing that, stay out of it. Because you attack me, I do not have time to attack people on social media.
You lawyer.
I've got Ndumba here. It's right here. It's right here. So we're not talking about every pastor, but we're talking about pastors that does this. We are educating people what other pastors do. Because they do. So if the shoes fit you, Cinderella, you're doing it.
Wear it if it fits.
Thank you.
So now I just want to find out to say, this is this person now they have pulled, right?
Yeah.
And obviously everyone when they start, most of the people or these pastors in Muthi, they will start maybe in a tent. Their churches grow rapidly, now they have to move and get bigger and bigger buildings. So now let's say you move from that smaller Nyana church of yours where you did do the pig there, and now you're moving into this big building that has got like 7 entrance doors.
Yes.
Do you now need 7 pigs in each entrance?
No, 1 in the main. There can be 7 doors, but they must be main. So if you can't do it in the doors, like a big church, we bury it inside the church.
Like the church itself?
Yes, the church itself, we are crying, we use a machine and then we do it in the center of the church. But when you move, you report there. You slaughter a chicken and then you pour the blood of the chicken there where you dig it. And then you report, Uguti, I am now moving. You have worked. You're talking to the pig. You have worked. I've expanded. I got a bigger place now in Sanson. I'm going there.
So does the spirit of that pig now follow you to Satan?
Exactly.
Well,
Just like a dead person. When a person passes away here, we take the spirit of that person. Simchel ukuthi look, manje we are esibhedlela. We are a mortuary. The spirit goes to the mortuary most. When in the mortuary, abantu abadala, they come and perform they talk. Uguti, now you are going home. And then all the way they go with you and then they tell you that you are now in your place of what. So with the same ritual, that is how you go as well.
That is okay. So wow.
So a lot of churches are standing Muthi. And I do not blame them. You cannot preach for 8 people there. Who wants to preach for 8 people in a suit?
But why are you preaching? If it's not
you
your
are
calling,
preaching because no, there's not there. You are preaching because you know the word of the Lord or the word of God. People want the word of God. People want the word of God. Why are you preaching? You cannot wait to be called to preach.
You should. Some of us must wait. You know, because now we're having these people that are fake and it's a problem.
Sangoma must go for initiation as well. That's what I'm trying to say.
Yes, but we also have fake Sangomas that they say they've gone for initiation but they never did. You know, we also have fake Sangomas that others, the Gobela that is actually initiating people is a fake Gobela.
But do you know that sometimes you can be a healer without going for initiation?
The same way that sometimes you can be a healer and you're not a pastor. Do you understand?
That's what I'm trying to say. Sometimes you can be a pastor without going to initiation. So you can be a traditional healer without going for initiation. So if you know Genesis 1 to 100, and then you can hold the church, you can. You are preaching most people you are just telling people what you want to say. Who cannot say, yeah, God was there and was built. Hallelujah, Bazalwan. I can do that. And then I'm here to give you herbs to call people. People go to church because they want to listen to the word of the Lord. People go to church because they want to heal. To get healed from the word of the Lord. So if you have the word of the Lord and you know the word of the Lord, then you can preach. I can help you open your church. Come here.
A fake church.
A church is, but the fact is gonna be a church because you're gonna use the same Bible that everybody uses.
A scam of a church. That's why I don't go to church anymore. But okay, now I want to find out. You now have Nancy. You have buried a pig. How long would
it's enough.
No. How long would the pastor expect the spell?
Okay, to start working. It's it depends on the season. Because that's a very good question. Someone will say, "Hey, Gogo, I did pig yesterday, but this is still quiet." Remember, we buried the pig alive. We need the pig still has to die.
Does it not scream Domara when you're putting it?
It does. It does. And a pig fights. But a pig is not sweet. It kicks. But you eventually put it in. And then you put it in alive. That's one thing you must remember.
So wait, does the pastor get help putting it in, or it's your responsibility as a pastor to put it in?
You must put it in because it's you. No, you get assistance.
Okay.
You do get assistance, but you are the one that talks to it.
Oh, okay.
And then it has to die. We don't know how many days it's going to take for it to die down there.
Does it take days? I mean, if there's soil, it suffocates, right?
Yeah.
So maybe in 10 minutes it's dead.
Okay. It dies.
Okay.
So when it dies, it has to...
Rot.
Yes, it has to rot.
Yeah.
And then once it rots, it has to... Rotting is not easy because it starts with the gallbladder. And then once it rots... And then kuphuma izibungu, maggots.
like mogets come out? Because I know that my ninjas, they are very interested in this. If you don't use English, they're gonna attack you.
Yes, mogets.
Yeah.
So when the mogets come now, that is when the church starts to pick up. Because now this goes like a baby, a baby starts crawling.
But not a normal baby. This one is a super witchcrafty.
No, no, I'm making an example that the ritual is a step by step.
Yeah.
So once it starts most to rot, and then the mogets comes, like about 10, and then you start to see new people.
20.
New people.
40.
And then once it rots,
100,000.
and then you will see that the church is there wire. And then you don't have to renew that ritual. It's done once.
As long as you're there.
Yes. It's done once, and then as long as you are there, it's just powers that you need to come for renewal.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Which one I'm gonna get into that because guys, we're trying so that we can at least have like 45 minutes each episode. But I think this might actually be a bit longer. I don't know. But anyway, okay. So we're gonna get into the powers. But now, as the maggots are coming and everything, they will get to a point where obviously they are also dead, and then there's nothing there.
Yes, in Zakalela, then it gets used. So when the maggots, good question, die in that church, now they Abanama spirits because from the ball that we put there. So that it's something that is there. How many maggots died there in that church? So they become ancestors, like sort of that church. So it's not something a pelayo, but it's not that ritual. It's not a ritual for the pastors who are still taking.
It's for pastors that are already legalized.
Yeah, legalized, or maybe you've got your own man. It's expensive.
Is it?
Yeah, so that is why you would find there's a lot of struggling churches.
Yeah.
Pastors want to get into those rituals, but
they
are expensive. Because why do we get expensive? We're bringing money to you. You need to pay to get money.
Tell us, or maybe how much is it?
No.
Okay.
No, I can't. But we are bringing money to you. So everything that brings money, you need to pay for it.
It has to be expensive.
Exactly. But we have programs or rituals where we start small.
Okay.
Yes, with the pastors, which okay, just get a little bit, start there and they grow.
What is the small that you're talking about?
So the things that you ban.
Okay.
Like so it's called ibaso, that you burn in the church so that it can bring just people nyana and things like that. Yes, and then we grow. But you cannot say umuntu, you're not gonna assist them because they don't have money or something like that. But you cannot expect a person that did a big ritual, uguti, your things should go the way they do. Yeah.
Okay, so now I want to ask, like you did mention to say that if you do this ritual, let's say maybe you buried the pig, when you are now moving, your church has now gotten bigger, you're moving, it's important to go and slaughter a chicken and then talk to the spirit of the pig to say, listen, man, just say we are moving.
With the tree that you are given. Yes, there's a tree that you are given, you use the very same tree, not the same, but like when a person passes away, they use a tree. In
I've
black.
seen them using
so
of like a leaf.
A leaf, I mean, sorry. Yes, so there's a leaf specially for that.
So that leaf, the person the pastor in Muthi gets it the time that the ritual is being done.
They get it when they want to move.
Okay.
Yes, I'm sure when you want to move now, you say, hey, I want to move here, and then this and this. And we need to do a ritual and prepare for the other place. And then now you need to take, let's do Mboshiala.
So what happens if you don't do that? You move and you leave there.
Then nothing will happen. People will not follow you. Because the spirit that was calling those people is here.
But when you
remember, they were not coming to church.
Pig.
Yes, you do need a new pig. But remember, we take the spirits.
People that are here. Oh.
We take the spirits with that leaf.
Okay.
That leaf now, when we get there to that place, we use the same ball or the necklace I told you about, but the pig is gonna eat the leaf.
Oh, so it's like it's now taking extra powers and then
now because the church is getting big, then you need to be bigger.
Okay, I get that. So now what I want to find out is that, let's say now, this is a place of church, you have established, and then now you are leaving, you take the spirit of the pig, and obviously let's say there was a lot of people here, and then another pastor is like, how? That pastor is leaving my church, this is a pastor, not a pastor in Muthi. This is a pastor, let's just deal with pastors in Muthi. Another pastor in Muthi decides, I'm going to be coming to that same place now. So when they get there, they also have to bury their own pig.
Yeah, because that one was taken
That one
through
was
that
taken.
leaf. Yes.
If they don't bury a pig, then let's say maybe this one does not do that, and then they don't bury a pig there. Is there any negative impact that would follow? Okay.
No, they will just run their church the way they plan it. Yeah.
Way. Okay.
They will just run their church the way they plan it, but the spirit is gone.
Okay. So
Yeah, you will come here and benefit from that person. So someone would say that church was there and there was a lot of people. It means people like that place. Let me open.
Yeah.
It's like a shop most.
Yeah.
When I open a tavern here, and then someone says, then when I move to another city, then people will say, Ish, do you know that place that Gogo Manzini was running? It was busy. I'm gonna open a tavern. Uthi uyangena tavern ithi, do? Why?
The person left with their own
Exactly, they left with their own stuff. Okay, sorry, I'm gonna try speaking English more. People left with their own stuff.
Okay.
So it happens in a lot of places. Let's be honest.
They think like
Exactly. Even when you see those stalls or corners where they cook, someone say, "Oh, that woman was cooking there. Now she moved. Let me go cook there," because people were buying. You will cook that food and you will eat it yourself because that woman has left with whatever she was using there.
So now I want to know, obviously, we're going to be getting into the powers aspect of it. Who are the people that cannot be pulled? Because remember, all this is being done so that people can come. Is there a specific group of people? Like me, Owamie, guys, as I've said many times, I don't have any Muthi. And I was raised by a mother who, she never believed in Muthi. So I never have, how when you're still young, they would cut you and put things. So I don't.
Muthi works on anyone. Umuti does not. It's a stupid saying that people say umuti umuti that umuti goes to muti, or if you've never used muti, people cannot use muti on you. People can use muti on you, but we can use muti on you like nobody's business.
I think that for me personally, I don't even want to lie. I've experienced a lot of stuff, right? I've experienced a lot, guys. I've experienced a lot of I know a lot of people think like you guys know me, but now if I tell you the type of change that I've been through, especially Govenda, right? I am telling you guys, I know that a person can try and use Muti to me. I know that they can be there, but how can I say this? Residue, But for me, I'm telling you, it won't.
Mamela, let me tell you something. We all have ancestors.
Others stronger than others.
Yes, we all have ancestors, and there's no one that is stronger than other one. But they all love us, so they all protect us. So as a traditional healer, if you don't know witchcraft, there's ancestors that you cannot get into, you cannot get through to. But as a traditional healer that knows their story, I ask you from your ancestors.
But in order for you to ask me from my ancestors, you need to know Itekazelo. I don't know what to say this in English. There's a particular saying in Vela. They've actually told us there's a certain surname.
Exactly.
Nechimazwaru, guys, is my surname that everyone knows.
Yes.
We have a secret surname. That's a surname that is actually used when you call our ancestors. If you don't know that surname, you're not.
Yeah, I'm not going to disagree on that. But we research, we consult. When we consult, I do not use bones when I consult. I use spirits. I don't use bones when I consult. If you've been to Mindumba, or you've never been anyway, you won't be.
I won't.
Exactly. But when someone that is looking at this now and they've been to Mindumba, Mina, people talk to me and I tell you what they say. I don't throw bones. Mina, when you come in your presence, I give my things gin, dry gin. Umkulu drinks gin in front of you.
What do you mean in front of you?
You are sitting, you are in Mindumba. Umkulu is sitting next to me.
And you can.
And then Umkulu is here.
Even now.
When you are sitting there, Mkulu is looking at you. No, not in this room, not in the house. And Dumbe.
No, I get that. But
exactly. So you're sitting facing Mkulu when you sit in Mindumba. And then Mkulu drinks gin. So every consultation we do, we give him a thought.
Is Mkulu like a snake?
It's a human being. It's a statue. Those are spirits. So it's a statue of an old man with a horn. So the horn is looking at you. So in his face and in his eyes, we pour the gin. And then once he drinks the gin, then he talks to me. So when you come in, we twist the horn, it looks straight into you, and then he drinks. But now when he starts talking, we twist the horn, then the horn looks to me, then he talks to my ears, and then I will tell you what he says.
That's a new one.
Exactly, that's a new one.
So
I
you
travel.
don't use bones?
No, I don't. A bone mass, you throw it and then it just rolls. So the way it rolls, that's what it means. That's what they say. That's what happens in your life, right? They say, you see, this one is facing like this, and then so if it rolled like this, then it means this. If it rolls like this,
Would
it
you
means
say
that.
like the bones is like dice?
I think so. I don't know. But I don't want those ones that are using bones to attack me. But I don't know. I think you just throw it, and then when you throw them, then you say, "Liwele ngapha." It's a coffin. You see, you are going to die. This is a what? And then when you take the same bones again, you throw them again. Now the coffin looks on the other side. Mostly you throw it. I don't know, but they know how they I respect their craft.
Okay, so I think that, so for me, I think that we can just say, okay, let's agree to disagree. I think that obviously it goes with what you believe in, right? Me, personally, I'm just someone that...
I can lawyer you myself.
Show me. Why?
No, there's nothing I can do. I'm just making an example. Not you physically, but mina kibereka spirits. I work with spirits.
No, I think that for me, honestly, like, guys... I'm so rigid in my belief, and I have like so much faith because I know there's so much that has happened and so much that was supposed to have happened that did not happen. They have tried, guys. They have tried. There are so many stuff that I can actually talk about, like wherein there are people that have actually like, anyway, this is not about me.
There's a person that their ancestors don't want with.
Like,
we cannot run away
from that. I also just
that.
feel like it's also like not only just my ancestors, because I really honestly do acknowledge my ancestors. I can't run away from that. But I also just feel with God. I've actually spoken about this. I'm so sorry, guys, to bore you, but I've actually spoken about this to be like, guys, I don't know, but I'm scared because I've actually seen that there's so much I would say evil. I don't know if I should say evil that falls upon like people that literally go out of their way to be malicious towards me, and I don't have any control over that. I like sometimes like when you do me wrong, and because someone cannot wrong you and you feel hurt unless you love them, and already I'm praying for you. Like, I'm like, God, please, I don't even know. And then I was like, I don't know, is this my ancestors? Because I remember the other day at the mall, there was a woman, I don't know if she's a Sangoma, but she just approached me and she was like, Sissy, you've got a very strong energy, a presence of a female that is with you. She's like, you're so blessed, like akafuni ngawe and stuff. And then I was like, wait a minute, all this stuff that happens, what is it? And then I was like, I don't know, I think it's God, but I'm like, God, I know God is a God of love. And then there were ninjas that said, no, but remember, God is also God of wrath, so like stuff like that. So I think that I just have my own belief that I honestly truly believe in.
But do you know also that sometimes it's not just Muthi. We have our ancestors on our sides wherever we walk or wherever we are. You find that people are making friendship because they're just trying to gang up on you, or maybe people they hate you, so they become friends, they hotspot each other through that. And when you look at certain things, most of those friendships, they don't end well.
Yeah, they don't.
You know why? Because it was why do we have this drink in this table? And when you go back to find the people that are your enemies or people that have got a problem with you, if someone can go to them and ask them, what has she done to you? They would not give you a valid reason. They hate you because you've got gold earrings. That's how people are. So that's unfortunately the kind of a world that we live in. But yes, guys, we do have pastors that use herbs. And yes, guys, we perform those rituals on a daily basis. I think in South Africa I can point 9 pastors that I can say I've helped.
And
9.
they're doing well.
And yes, I'm talking about pastors, people that you feel their presence. Even when he comes here and park his car, I'm like, okay. Look, we've worked. But then most churches, they are standing Muthi, and most magical things or reactions or isn't this bonagalayo mostly on your TikToks and your things, people falling, people doing this, people doing that. It's Muthi. That is one thing that people need to be aware of. It's the power that pastor has, but where did they get the power from?
Okay.
Exactly. So most churches, they don't really perform mama miracles. You know those churches that are just growing because of themselves. I've been taking my miracles and the church is doing good. That is when you can say God is there. We do have
you
churches.
actually do admit that the pastors in Muthi, God is not there.
God is not there. I know. I said it. I'm not gonna lie, and I know that God is there. Can you believe it? Did you hear what I just said? I said God is there in those churches.
Yeah.
God is there because we do have traditional healers who have got churches.
Yeah.
And they are prophets or they are pastors. They are called. By Ashgut, it's a calling for me. So actually, these two things they work hand in hand. It's just that some Christians are evil. Some Christians are evil. They would want to judge into eyenzakala, and the very same Bible that they claim to be reading, it says thou shalt not judge. Your Bible that you read tells you to not judge, but you are judged. I think all in all, most Christians they think that they are God, or they think that they are God's girlfriends.
Rather God says
God's whatever. So we do not have to judge each other. Helps are there to help people in a certain way. God is there to help people in a certain way. There is a person that has a headache, but they believe in a certain kind of medicine. They want to go to the pharmacy and get that particular medicine. Who has good is going to help them.
Yeah,
that is their belief.
For me, I think that the difference is, like, as I've said, I think I've said this, like, that for me, I actually differentiate. I know that there is, like, in Venda, they call them Owamie, which is like a traditional healer, right? And then there is Zorokwe, which is a witch.
That's Zorokwe me.
Sangoma. Do you understand what I'm saying? So they are two different because remember, Bomaine, like all that Maine does, like maybe I can come and say, hey, I've got this headache that is incurable, right? Maine just goes to the bush, Maine digs up the herbs, comes here, maybe they dry them, do whatever they're doing, and then after that maybe they put in like soft pap, you eat, you know, it's a medicine, same as like a pill.
Yeah, that is a traditional.
That is a traditional.
Exactly.
The ones that now we talk about is the Zorogwes.
The Miz.
The ones that want to alter our thinking,
the
our
Miz.
minds.
Talk straight to me, sis. I'm not going to do anything
Gogo,
to you.
Manzini vibes, you know?
Yeah.
So I think that's the thing that in most cases, like when we talk about the problem, I think is that people actually kind of mix. Because I know, like, you are also a maine, you understand, you know herbs, you know that okay, this herb will help with a headache,
yes,
this herb will help if you've got period pains, this herb will help with this and this
stomach bug.
Do you understand?
Like that, yeah.
With that one, you don't even need to go to Indumba.
Yes.
You get it? Like, you just know, okay, the root of this cures headache. So I know that. Like, we had like great miners in Venda that they were known, you understand, but they wouldn't do the chemical imbalancing of the equation.
Yeah, but then that is also, I think, how you as a traditional healer expands your craft and
to the witchcraft.
Yes, and what kind of a close it is. Does it allow you to do that, or it doesn't really matter?
Your close allows.
I love
and enjoys.
I love. You know, there's nothing I love like performing witchcraft. I think I told you before. I love. And the best or the great part is when the client comes back happy. If I can take my phone and show you messages, testimonies from my clients, but I don't do that. It's proper. It's confidential. I had After lawyering, no, when there's someone then now says, Gogo, Gogo, the results are powerful. And then I'm so happy. I'm at my happiest. So, yeah, let's not lose the topic. Let's not lose the topic.
The same. But
yeah,
anyway,
so, but we're done.
Last time, because as I said, guys, when we were talking, I did say that I lost the memory card. We did get into this, the powers aspect. You did say that you actually don't practice dark magic. That is when you're actually going deep into human sacrifice.
Yes.
And you did say that you do not practice that. And so we didn't really get too much into that. But with the knowledge that you have, you know, please just share, like, okay, when someone is now going into like the underground, like the real deep, this is not just witchcraft, this is witchcraft, you know, like just rounding it all up, like what is the process? I won't even interrupt you.
that's when they come with human sacrifices, and then that is when they would tell you that they want the blood of a human being. But I think those things, they start with a blood of an animal. Maybe they will start you with a chicken, or they will start you with a what?
Pig.
Yes, exactly. And when we do that, remember with my ritual, we killed a pig, but we didn't kill it. It killed itself. We didn't we didn't take the blood out.
You suffocated the pig.
Exactly.
Oh God, that's killing them.
Exactly. So now, if it comes with blood, and then now they go about we are twala. No, we're gonna go on that topic.
Yeah.
Yes. So now, when you are getting there, so when we do the money rituals, we will cover the bad aspects of everything, and all the aspects. Yeah.
Okay.
So it's just to sum up this one up. Pastors do go to traditional leaders. Pastors do use Muthi for powers, and pastors do use Muthi to hypnotize you so that you can give money out. So that when you are there in the church, you're just waiting for the time to go donate. You are just there, you know what I'm trying to say. Some pastors.
No, I get that. But do they also give love potion, Yana? Because, you know, guys,
yes, they do.
There's a certain bond.
Yes, they do.
That you get to these people, even you can't get it. Like, you'd kill your mother and your father for that stranger.
Exactly.
You have no idea.
Mamela gesanelwam, we give you umutendeleko. We give you wine and what's that white?
Okay, the what do they call this? We call it chirarero in Vendaman. What is this? I bet you mention chirarero in English. With some wrong. What is this?
It's that food, that wine.
Well, it's in the tip of my tongue. Guys, you know when the Holy Communion,
when that month, that time of the month, when they give you
once a month.
Yeah. Some they use white things.
Yes, like sort of like the bread.
And then the wine.
The red wine.
Yes.
Yes.
And then now that is then put. That is where we do the love portion. It's not really love portion, but into that makes you to follow the pastor and love the pastor like nobody's business and fight for the pastor. You know, when they would come and say Pastor Owamie is in trouble, you know, your followers will even go on a campaign, or they will hashtag and do anything that no, this is our pastor, he has been helping us or she has been helping us. It's because of the love rituals that gets performed in church, that we perform in church. So sometimes when we do services and then we say you buy food, or we give you food, that food is DNA ya pastor there.
Hi, Bo. The excretion.
No. No. But there's things, the ritual that we perform so that when you become a loyal member of the church. Like, for example, there was a pastor Nyana that was here in South Africa saying they're scamming people, blah, 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 and then they ran away to other countries, blah, blah, blah. Did you see how his followers were fighting for him? I'm not even going to mention his name. His followers were fighting to the nail. He's there, he's done. They would give you water, go get again. Something is done there. Because we want you to be the loyal member of the church.
The loyal member of the pastor's pocket.
Exactly.
The pastor in Muthi, Manzini.
Yes. So those, I think we almost cut without saying that. That is also a ritual that we also perform. But it comes in the whole package. Your church members must love you. They must make sure that they go to church on Sunday. Have you seen someone who's going to say, oh, I can't. If I say to you now, let's say now it's a Saturday, you're visiting me, and then I say sleep, and say, no, I'm going to church. Why, bro? Why is so rushy? Because you can go to church next week. Hey, you can go to church next week, but it's not like they're going to give you an award.
Yeah, but you will miss today's sermon again.
Hey, good. Then this water that we did, or this rituals that we do, they make you want to go to church. They click and they remind you on a Sunday that you need to come back here. And remember, you stepped in the grave of that pig. You're not going to leave that church until they say the church left. Remember, you step when on that grave every day.
It's like renewed Muthi.
Exactly. So like the love portion, the one that you put in the blood, every time they have sex again, So every time you go there, you go.
Gogo.
You're gonna come back to the church.
For me and my ninjas, what are the signs that this church is having?
No, I don't know. There are no signs. Pella, I don't want to chase my clients away.
Guys, even last time I tried to have this answer.
I'm not gonna say that. You know, like, there's a confidentiality policy that I signed with my closers that you do not tell anyone. Even if your sister can come here and lawyer you, we will lawyer you, but I will not tell you. It's a confidentiality policy that you sign with yourself and itlos lakho. There are no signs. Go to church, donate, but pastors need cars. Pastors need cars, pastors need Muthi, needs money.
Okay, last question as we're about to close because we're already running over time. But what I want to find out is that what is the price that the pastor would pay other than just money? What happens now? They say you're at a point where you don't want to do these things anymore.
There's no way you wouldn't want to do it. Why would you want to do something that gives you bread?
No, maybe you're just like, I need peace of mind. I just need to be a pastor, not a pastor in Muthi.
Yeah, then we take our things, we go. Most you stay and be the pastor.
So, like, is there any side effects? Like, maybe now you wanted so much money. Do you go to, like, extreme poverty?
Yeah, remember, there's things that you do, Pela, that you do. It's not just we give you. Even if it's a white ritual. It's not that we give you there's something that you need to do now on a monthly basis.
Like
on the side.
Like what?
Like rituals, feeding the spirits. Feeding the spirits.
So,
you cannot just say you buried the pig and then that's done. You need to eat. Maybe they eat the pig wants honey.
So you will be told when you're performing.
Yeah, exactly.
What did this pig want?
Yes, this is what you do on a monthly basis, but we don't do human sacrifices or animal sacrifices. Like what you give. Like me, I've got mine. It's bananas and eggs and honey.
The three most expensive things. You know the prices of eggs now.
Hey, so Mina, I feed mine on a Monday, every Monday. Mondays I don't have sex. Mondays I wear white only. That's the day.
If you're like in the mood.
You can't. Your mood will wait for tomorrow. Even when your husband is in the mood. So my husband is even
used
he
to
trained himself. Yeah.
Mondays is a day off.
Exactly. So now there's rituals that you do after. It's not just a thing that you take and go.
Okay.
Goodness knows I. So you need to know. You stop feeding, they stop working. And you stop feeding, they stop working, and usfagenking in, because now when the poverty hits back, it hits hard 10 times. Because now we gathered spirits, the spirits were gathered, and now they were given to you on your name. Now you're not feeding them, they're hungry.
They punish you.
They punish you. They will just take their people away. That's punishment, most. They will not kill you. They will just take their people away. So that big building, I don't know what's going to happen with it. Bonya people will end up staying there.
Yeah, guys, this is definitely one that I feel like we'll definitely also have to get a part 2 on this. I think that there might actually be a part 2 because I know that a lot of you guys will have more and more questions. I mean, at this point, I'm also just shocked,
Like people can also do questions on your comments.
Yeah, you can do questions in the comments, and obviously we
know what they want to know, because this are about education.
Yes. So these videos are actually educational purposes. Because I've seen that some people that are saying, oh, you're sitting down with the Sangoma Owamie, you are basically, advertising, or you're doing this and that. First of all, guys, whether if we sit down and talk about these topics or not, these are things that are happening behind closed doors. The only difference is that at least we have a Sangoma that is saying, hey, I will sit down and talk to you guys about this and this. And I'm really happy about it.
And I want to clarify that I'm just here for educational purposes, so that people will know what is going on. Well, I do leave my contact details so that people maybe they want to know further about certain things or anything like that. I did see a comment also in one of your posts that says you actually advertising or you're doing. You cannot advertise me. I'm a multimillionaire. I don't need money. You know what I'm saying? So I just say, for educational purposes, people need to know these things. These things need to be spoken about.
And I think that also it was just because if you have looked at it, there's so much that is happening when it comes to the traditional world. Oh, guys, I'm so sorry the camera cut. But anyway, what I just wanted to say is that I do feel like in the spiritual realm, so much is happening. There's no more respect now for our traditional healers that we used to have. Like, I remember growing up, like, we used to have even more than just respect, even fear, you know. But now the way that Sangomas of nowadays conduct themselves, like, you're just like, girl, bye.
It's not about conducting themselves.
And also, even with the same goes also with, like, pastors and prophets. And this is the reason why I grew up a stern Christian, you know. But as an adult, I'm just like, church, I'm gonna be going there and stepping on dead pigs. I'm gonna be going there and they're using waza.
But I'm not all of them. Okay.
It's not all of them, but now the problem is that you don't even know which one is not. Do you get?
Yeah.
It really is a problem, because you can say, oh, I'll only go to small churches. And then those small churches are the ones that are actually starting because they want to go big.
You'll go to church and sleep because it's boring. There's only 8 people, man. You
What's wrong with 8 people? As long as we're there for God, now I wouldn't mind.
God will be there on the fake church as well, because the pastor will be preaching like, you know, the helps we give those people. You cannot preach like that, man. You cannot preach like that woman. You feel them. I'm sure you want the word of God, you will get it. Thank you.
It's war. It's the same pin. Because to be honest with you, like, my heart hurts. You know, not because of, I'm grateful that at least you are educating us and we're getting to know these things, but my heart hurts that, like, things are so different now.
But this can be a better world if people can understand that we work hand in hand.
But again, it should be a better world if pastors in Muthi actually say, yo, I'm in Muthi.
They would not want, because now they will get
they are fraudsters.
What is it? Discriminated.
But we're not. Why get discriminated? Because we have so many people that actually go to Sangomas. People go, and I think that is just a thing of people just want the secrecy, because so many people go right now. And obviously, guys, like, I'm not like that. Trust and believe. Like, I'm an entertainment blogger, but I'm the most discreet person that you will not know someone's personal details, like secrets because of me. I don't do that. But I mean, just on TikTok, because I post those the clips, I have so many DMs from people saying, Gogo, please, I need help. Can I have your numbers and stuff?
And you're not Gogo.
And I'm not Gogo, you understand? But just because I posted, like, I think it was 4 clips of us, they didn't know if I'm you or not. So that already showed me that a lot of people actually do consult with Sangoma.
They do.
And I'm not saying that I have a problem with that, to each their own.
And even on these comments, the comments below, the ones that are discriminating are the ones that are going there, but they just want to create hype around your name, or bad, I don't know what about your name, around your name.
Yeah, but what I'm now just simply saying is that, it really honestly is said on the fact that you will be someone that is actually going to church. Next thing, you're entangled in all these Muthi changes. Next thing, you're now out of your will, giving out money and stuff. And I think that also the educational part of this is that be careful, guys, where you go. Not every church, every door you see, you enter. Have the spirit of discernment, okay? That is why, honestly, ever since I actually realized some stuff, and I'm begging my senses, I have been taking my time, honestly. Like, I'm not going back to church.
And it's not because of me.
No.
I'm just trying to say that.
To church, like, over 5
yes, and I'm just saying that. So now they would say you don't go to church because of me.
No, but my followers know this. That's been over 5 years. I've been very open with my journey.
Your followers will change on you. They will say you knew me 5 years ago. People. I'm joking.
I met Gogo Manzini this year. So, but yeah. Anyway.
And somebody came to my Ndumba and she said, and I was like, how do you know us? She said, I'm a ninja.
Are you serious?
Yes. And I was like, hey, bro, guys, what's going on? She said that and she said, how did you get my number? She said, I'm a ninja. So ninjas are...
Hey, I sassy, guys. Honestly. But obviously, as I'm saying, guys, no one is going to be persuaded to go to a Sangoma.
No one.
The same way that no one can persuade you to say go to church.
Yeah, but you know what I love about you? You don't judge.
No, I don't.
I think you're the first Christian I've met, apart from my aunt who passed away. She was a Christian. That one was a Christian. She passed away. She raised me up. One day we'll have an episode about my story.
Yeah.
Good. So
Ellenberg.
Yeah. So Mami was a true believer of uNkulunkulu. You know why? She would never identify umuntu as a Sangoma. She would say we are all children of God. So that's how you are. You sitting with me on a public platform like this with too many dangerous people who are talking too much. And you said, I'm going to sit with Gogo Manzini because I know that I am I'm a Christian.
Yeah.
And that also, it makes you, I'm counting you out of those people that I said, some are evil. It makes you a real Christian. You follow the word, Eti, do not judge. And you do not judge.
No, I honestly don't. I won't lie.
Yeah.
I don't judge. As
Blessings
I'm saying,
upon you.
I don't think.
You should have a church one day.
Wow. I can preach, guys. I can preach. The problem is that Mawens do nonsense and distorted. Hey, you know? But I think that what I'm also just trying to say is that no one is going to be persuaded to go to Gogo Manzini if they're not someone that wants to go to Gogo Manzini. That's basically what I'm saying. And this information that we're getting here, guys, like, it's really honestly important, you know, so that even you can sit down, pick up wherever it is that you can, and you just need to be very careful, especially when it comes to like the spiritual matters. You know, it's not everywhere that you go, it's not every church that you enter, and it's not every church that is operating and God is there. Do you understand?
Thank you.
I love that.
So
anyway, ninjas, obviously, as you can see, we have already ran out of time, but I know that you guys will have a lot of questions. I feel like I also had a lot of questions, but when you talk and you shock me, my brain is like,
yeah, you know, can I ask you a favor?
Okay.
Put my details on the screen.
Okay. I will.
And then they will just have them there.
Yeah,
Because they will stop harassing you and saying,
Ciao.
Gogo, we did help.
Don't call me Gogo. I'm not a Gogo.
Yes.
You know, let's not disrespect Abo Gogo.
Yeah,
You get it.
Take
But
it
anyway, ninjas, I actually love you guys. Stay blessed, and please do make sure that you actually comment, and please tell me, guys, like, what do you think of all this stuff? If maybe you're someone that knows sort of like, okay, maybe I think if a church has this and this and this, the pastor might be used, because Gogo is not gonna tell us. Let's advise each other, guys. Let's help each other. But yeah, as for now, Shem, this does not make me want to go back to church fast. I'm gonna take my time, pray more, and have more dreams, you know. But anyway, ninjas, thank you so much for joining us, and I was so sorry that obviously there was no episode last week, but from now on is the Hamburg Ashe, and we might actually have a surprise for you guys at 12, so stay tuned. We love you guys, stay blessed, and we'll see you guys in our next upload.
Bye.